right, let's go ahead and get started.
Great. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you all for being here today for our inaugural first session of Healthy Living Chit Chats. My name is Jajan Pog, and I'm one of the project specialists for the Alliance. And co-presenting along with me today is one of my favorite people and a leader in the self-advocacy movement, Curtis Harris. So thanks for being here, Curtis. Just want to welcome everybody and glad that you're here. As I mentioned, our Healthy Living Chit Chats are just as little information. We're going to be having these on a monthly basis. So plan for like the second Tuesday of every month for 12:30 to 1:30. On a variety of topics related to healthy living and wellness. And as we move forward, we'll have topics that kind of relate to the season as it comes. And we also want to hear from you. So toward the end of our session today, it will be a chance for you to share with me and share with us if there are kind of wellness topics related to healthy living that you're interested in, and you can share them with us and we'll find a way and see if we can fit them into a future session. So because today is, it's April and we're getting into spring, the whole theme of today is all around healthy living around springtime. And, you know, we've been the last year, as I'm sure we've all can relate to, is because of COVID and the pandemic and having to be really careful about social distancing and not being able to get a chance to get out and connect with friends or family. It's been really difficult. But now with the hopeful and the positive side of the vaccine getting out slowly, but it's getting out, which is a good thing. And the weather becoming warmer, there's a better chance, and optimistically, more chances for us to go out and connect and enjoy springtime and hopefully summertime in more of a safe way. So one of the ways, so we thought that, you know, for today around healthy living, spend all around the idea of springtime snacks, and springtime eats and drinks, and ideas on how to help give us ideas on how to go out and enjoy some of the nice weather that's coming out. And one of the first things I want to talk about is around healthy living is around healthy snacks. So in the chat, share some of your favorite springtime snacks. When you think of, you know, March, April, May, what are some of the favorite snacks that you like to eat or you enjoy eating when the weather's getting warmer? And then give you a couple minutes, give you a minute or so to put them in the chat. And Christine, if you'd be so kind as they come in, you shout them out.
I will, yes. So again, the question is, what are your favorite healthy spring snacks? So go ahead and type that in the chat box. We will read them out loud. I know that just looking at this picture on the screen, the strawberries and the pineapple look wonderful. That would be my favorite healthy springtime snack.
A good thing.
Yes, Judy, what is your favorite?
I like smoothie.
You like smoothies?
Ooh, those are good. Yeah, those are delicious.
Smoothie.
Judy,
smoothies.
Did you say Judy. A smoothie? Thank you.
Yeah.
And great, thank you, Judy. As we're waiting for other people to put in
Definitely.
to comment in the chat. Curtis, can you share some of what are some of your favorite springtime snacks, or what do you like to enjoy during the springtime?
During springtime, I enjoy cantaloupes, honeydew melon, and watermelon.
Oh, those are fabulous. I love those.
All right, we have some other folks that chimed in. Someone said, I like to make my own Mediterranean salads with cucumber,
Ooh.
tomatoes, onion, parsley, and beans. Great for picnics and trips to the beach. Someone else said bananas. That's a great spring
Mm.
snack. Somebody else says grapes. Awesome.
Oh, those are fantastic. Yeah. So I love this idea. It's like a lot of fruits, and the idea of a fresh salad. You know, the whole idea of springtime is things are getting warmer, sun shining. Um, Many of us sometimes think of spring cleaning and getting a new fresh start, and all the ideas of nice refreshing fruit, of smoothie. Um, we'll get to smoothies in a little bit too, but smoothies are really refreshing. Other things that people have shared, and that I've heard people enjoy is even like fresh vegetables. Sometimes it's really nice to just get a nice selection of, say, chopped celery or carrot sticks with some ranch dressing, and just have some fresh vegetables with some dip with ranch dressing. So a lot of really, and what's nice is that whether it's bananas and apples, melons, different types of melons that Curtis talked about, the different berries that are out there, you can mix and match, and as the spring moves on, maybe in May and going into summer, if you have, you know, neighborhood markets, or if you are in a neighborhood where there's a what are they called? I don't know, I just forgot. Farmers markets, like farmer or neighborhood markets or farmers markets that that pop up across the city or in some of the suburbs, throughout the area. Those are great opportunities and places to get some fresh fruit and fresh vegetables. Again, however, just making sure that we're all being careful when going out to those types of activities. But thank you for sharing all of those. Those are really great ideas. And yeah, the idea of salads. Salads are really healthy too. And what's nice around, whether it's a simple salad with just lettuce, with some tomatoes, carrots, or other types of vegetables, with some fresh dressing, or something a little bit more fancier, as someone mentioned earlier, with a Mediterranean salad with a little more, with different type, maybe with some chicken or other types of meat, and other vegetables. A salad can be as simple or as fancy as you would like it. It's all about what flavors you like to have, and mix them together. And in a nice sunny day, or even in a not so sunny day in the spring, it can be very refreshing and very healthy snack or a meal to have as well. So let's talk about, we've talked about snacks. Let's talk about what are some of the really interesting and fun types of drinks people that we like to enjoy during springtime. So again, when you think about spring and these types of months and getting warmer, what are some beverages, what are drinks that you like to have during springtime? For me, I really have, in the last month or so, as things gotten warmer, I've really been enjoying like a different types of juices. In my fridge, I have like a mango orange juice kind of mix. I also have some grapefruit juice and the tried and true orange juice. So I've really gotten into a lot of different juices. Curtis, what kind of drinks do you like to have during the summer, during the spring?
A shake, a fruit shake.
And what kind of fruit shakes? What kind of fruit do you like to put in those? Does it vary, or do you just like one kind of flavor?
Strawberry, cut apples, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries.
That sounds fantastic. And I learned something from you today, because I've never had a shake with apples in it, but that sounds like a really good idea. And yeah, it's like a shake or a smoothie, as someone mentioned earlier. I think Judy shared earlier. Is you can take all kinds of your favorite fruits, whether it's bananas or strawberries, even some of the like cantaloupes, blueberries, raspberries. You can get frozen fruit if there's a market nearby that carries some frozen fruit that you can get so that when you blend it all together, it comes really, really cold. Or you can add some ice if you want to do that. But yeah, those are really, and again, you take your what's really nice is that you take your favorite fruits that you enjoy, that you like the flavor of, that's really yummy, you put it into a blender, you put maybe your favorite juice in it, whether it's orange juice or apple juice or grapefruit juice. You blend it all together and it tastes really, really good. And it's really, really healthy.
Hey, Jen,
yeah,
we had a couple of people chime in.
Please.
So thinking of the slide before, what are your favorite springtime snacks? Jessica said veggies, and you talked about fresh veggies and farmers markets. And then in relation to the drinks, Jessica said V8 is a good refreshing drink, which I had forgotten about. And we had some other folks say that they like to take iced water and put either a cut lemon or a cut lime, or maybe they put some blueberries or some strawberries, something just to have a little hint of flavor and maybe color.
Yeah, no, those are great ideas. And thank you, Jessica. I had completely forgot about V8 too. I haven't had V8 in years. But yeah, that's that's a really good idea. I didn't know they were still around. And along with that, you could also make vegetable smoothies. Come to think of it, I've talked about fruit smoothies, which is delicious. But if you like vegetables, you can take your favorite vegetables and put them into a blender and make a vegetable smoothie, which is really healthy. And again, what's really nice and what's healthy about using fresh vegetables or even frozen vegetables that are mixed into a smoothie is that, fruits and veggies have a lot of healthy vitamins and a lot of really healthy properties. So it's not junk food. It tastes really good.
Jen, we had someone else say that they take an ice cube container, the old-fashioned ice cube containers or ice cube maker containers, and they put some fresh berries in each one of the little spots. They fill it up with water. They put it in their freezer until it's frozen. And then they add a couple of those ice cubes to their ice water.
That's a fantastic food hack. I love that. I've never thought about that. You can flavor your ice cubes or put fruit into your ice cubes and then add them into your drink so that it's not just simple ice water. Oh, I love that. That's really cool. I'll have to remember that trick.
Cake, make a cake.
Yeah.
Good.
So yeah, thank you for all your contributions. And it's like, yeah, you can talk about ice water, flavoring your ice water with fruit or flavored ice cubes, which is really cool and new to me. Different types of smoothies that people have talked about. Some other springtime treats is that people have talked about just drinking, really enjoying water by itself, which is important. Keep hydrated. As well as things like and juices and iced teas, which is something that I also like to enjoy on occasion. It's a good iced tea. So these are really great ideas. And again, one of the things that I'm hoping that we learn from each other in these monthly talk chats about healthy living is for us to just learn from each other on different ideas and new activities, so that when we're done with our conversation today, you have some new ideas about snacks and about drinks, and you're encouraged and maybe motivated to try some of these new ideas that people have shared. I'm going to be trying some new things that you all shared with me today. So, see, we've talked about drinks and eats, and talk about some simple recipes. So, I'm not a big cook. I'm not a fancy cook. I like simple things. Even whether that's a microwave or just simple recipes on the stove that I can make. So, and I think, you can have a good meal. You can enjoy really tasty food, but it doesn't have to be super fancy. And I wanted to have this opportunity to see if people want to share some simple recipes, whether that's cooking something or simple recipes of that doesn't involve cooking. So like one thing that I really enjoy is in the springtime, aside from the smoothies that I mentioned, is just making like a simple peanut butter and jelly sandwich or a simple like ham and cheese sandwich and taking it outside to eat outside. It's simple, it's easy, and and for me it's tasty. So any ideas? Feel free to share.
Jay Jin, someone is on that peanut butter and jelly sandwich idea with peanut butter and banana.
Oh, that's yummy. That's cool. Curtis, do you have any what simple things, what kind of recipes do you like to make at home, or do you want to share?
I use peanut butter jelly sandwich with sugar-free jelly.
Oh, that's a good tip. Is if you want to, if you're monitoring your sugar intake, yeah, to look for sugar-free or low sugar jelly.
Yeah, and let's see, we have another couple of comments here. We have some folks that really like cut up veggies with some ranch dip. And then we have folks who say cut up fruit and a kind of a sweetened yogurt dip is good. They make something called fruit dip, I hear.
Oh, I think I've heard of that category. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, here's somebody else said that they make fruits and veggies fun. They take different cut up fruits and different cut up veggies and make like a kebab with them. So they put them through skewers, but let's see, they don't mix up fruits and veggies. So they might have a veggie kebab or a fruit kebab, and that makes it fun.
Oh yeah, kebabs are, yeah, I like kebabs too. Those are fun. And you can do that. Yeah, you can do that with vegetables and fruit, or you can actually maybe cook them on the stove, or even barbecue or cook them on the grill and get roasted or grilled veggies on the skewer. If you're so inclined and you're good with the grill. Some other folks, one of the things that I did as part of to prepare for today is sent out a little survey to a bunch of folks, and some of the with these questions of what people's simple recipes are and drinks are, and a couple of the responses that people have submitted is people enjoy simple, like hamburgers on the grill, cheeseburgers on the grill. Along with that, I also like hot dogs, whether it's grilled or cooked them on the stove. And someone mentioned like chicken salads and things like that. So these are all really good ideas. And what I really appreciate is that they're all pretty healthy too.
All right, we got one last one. And, you know, sometimes we have leftovers from leftover meals, and this person is going on that kind of that sandwich idea, a meatloaf sandwich. All right.
Oh, that sounds tasty. Yeah, those are yummy ideas. And then, something else that it's not it's not one of my top 5, but it is something I enjoy, is like even like a chicken salad or a tuna salad sandwich. If it can be pretty, and depending on, I think, a simple recipe for tuna salad or a really basic one that I do for myself is just like a can of tuna or a can of chopped chicken and some mayonnaise and some seasoning, and put it all together and slop it on some bread. So JJ, whatever is easy and quick.
Yes, we have one more, and this person said we did a lot of Easter eggs. We colored a lot of Easter eggs, and so we've made a lot of egg salad sandwiches. Egg salad to use up the Easter eggs we colored.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Now, along with that is hard-boiled eggs are a good snack too. They're a snack anytime, but they can be a really good springtime snack too. Is just boiling some eggs. And yeah, an egg salad, a good egg salad is always tasty. So these are really great. I appreciate all your contributions. We've talked about sandwiches and fruits and veggies things. Does anybody have suggestions or tasty soups that people try that you like to have during the spring or warmer months?
I like split pea soup.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Curtis, I'm glad you mentioned that, because somebody else said that they used their ham bone from a recent ham to make some ham and beans. And then they also used it to make split pea with ham. And we have another person that says that they make spring veggie soup. That sounds interesting.
Oh, spring veggie soup. If that person is still on, can you, if I can ask, what are some of the veggies that go into making spring veggie soup? Because that sounds really tasty, and I like the name. Any other soup ideas?
This is Christine, and the person to whom you asked the question about spring veggie soup is working on finding that recipe, and we can share it with everybody.
Oh, please, yeah. That'd be great if you can send it to us.
Or tomato soup.
Tomato soup is really good too, yes. You know, it's really interesting, and I will, for me personally, vegetable soups have never been like a big favorite with me, but I do like, there are some veggie soups that I enjoy, but it's really great to hear that Judy and Curtis and other folks are talking and sharing about how tasty different vegetable soups are, whether it's tomato soup, the vegetable soups, the split pea soup. These are some veggies that are things that I don't necessarily are like not the top things for me, but I like the idea of using them in soup and dishes like that. So love the variety. So thank you, everybody.
Jen,
Mm-hmm.
this is Jessica.
Hey,
I
Jessica.
have one.
Yes.
It's cheesy broccoli soup.
Ooh, you said cheesy broccoli soup?
Yep.
Oh yeah. You know, I think I've had a version of broccoli cheese soup or broccoli soup, and yeah, that's actually, oddly enough, a lot of people may not like broccoli. Broccoli is something that I actually do like, and that soup sounds really, really tasty. So thank you, Jessica.
It's Jeffrey.
Mm.
I forget one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you know? People like asparagus.
Asparagus, is that what you said? Oh,
Yes.
yes. Springtime is all about asparagus.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. And we have found the recipe. So there's a couple different recipes, but the springtime soup, one of the recipes has potatoes and has, let's see, some green beans and chicken broth and parsley leaves and some leeks, which are kind of like onions. So yeah, interesting. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. That sounds like that sounds really interesting and tasty. And what's nice, and again, what's nice about recipes and soups is that once you kind of get the steps down, and you could switch out some of the vegetables to other vegetables that you might that you prefer or you want to try. So you can always think about that too. Cool. Alrighty, everybody. So next thing we just want to talk about in terms of spring, like healthy living activities, is just activities. We've talked about food and drink, and we have some great ideas and some new recipes and new snack ideas and drink ideas. But you know, one of the things that I look forward to, and that I've heard friends and colleagues and other folks comment on, is hopefully as things are getting warmer and people are getting the vaccine and we're doing what we can to stay safe from the virus, that we can go outside and start to enjoy the outside weather. And I want to talk a little bit about what are some really fun favorite activities that we are all looking forward to do, or we're actually doing now as the weather is coming. I'll ask Curtis, what kind of activities do you like? Are you enjoying or would like?
Currently, I'm walking 4 miles a day. It takes me about 80 minutes to walk 4 miles.
You walk 4 miles every day. That's amazing, sir. I really.
Yeah, I plan on doing it again. I'm going to do it again today.
Oh,
I'll bring my blood sugar down.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great exercise. Yeah, getting out and walking, that's great. What other type of things what other type of activities are out there that you like to do, Curtis?
I want to get back to running when I slim down after my operation for weight loss. I used to run marathons.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, running. And Curtis, I also appreciate you mentioning, you know, in addition to, you know, getting out and enjoying the weather, one of the other benefits about getting outside and walking or jogging or running is, yeah, it's a way of staying healthy and doing exercise. And, you know, I think something that I have to remind myself is, you know, telling myself that I don't have to be super fast or be a professional athlete level kind of comparison, that, you know, just start out simple and do what you can. So if It's like starting out with walking around the block or walking a quarter mile, jogging a quarter mile, whatever the case may be that works for you. The key thing is getting the chance to get out and just kind of moving. And that can also help with your kind of like staying healthy and staying fit. But something that I found out, and that folks who are in the mental health field have also shared, is that getting out and walking around and jogging and getting physical and moving around can also help with your mental health well-being as well.
Yes, and we've had some folks chime into the chat box. One person says that they like to ride their bike by the beach. Another person said they like to ride their bike. And Stanley, who was on a presentation yesterday, said he likes to walk on the trails in the nature preserves near his house. And he walks not as far as Curtis every day, but those walks include some big hills he goes up and down.
Thank you for sharing all of those. And yeah, those are great ideas. If there are parks, if there are hills, just seeing out what's in your neighborhood. And as we talked about, a lot of people talk about walking, which is fantastic. Jogging, riding your bike if you have a bike or you have access to one. And then, exploring the parks in your neighborhood. If you're by a forest preserve with trails or any place that has any kind of walking trails, is really great and pretty. Some other things that I just thought about that's related that kind of sparked my brain when someone said biking is also skateboarding. If you enjoy skateboarding or rollerblading or what are those really popular now? I'm getting old, so scooters. In the last few years, I've been on like a lot of people getting into scooters in different shapes and sizes. So if you have access to those or try those or whatever types of little things like that you enjoy that get you to think about, oh, I want to try that and get you outside. I would encourage you to explore those. And again, Curtis is great by walking 4 miles a day. That's kind of encouraging for me. As a great role model of staying fit and being consistent. But similarly along with that is the idea of it just doing what you can. So whether it's a short walk or short jog, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, we had somebody say that they are looking forward to gardening, and they have some raised garden beds where they live. So that makes it easier for people to either stand or sit and do gardening versus sitting on the ground.
Oh, that's great. Yes. Someone shared gardening. So that's a great tip and gardening can be both outdoors and indoors. So if you live in a house with a yard or you have gardens outside that you can take care of, that's fantastic. If you live in an apartment or in a kind of an apartment building, you can look into indoor gardening. You can get like a small, what are those called? Window boxes.
Yes, you can get a window box, or we know people that do container gardens.
Yes.
Oh, and here Mark says, I like to ride my bike outside. Yeah,
that's fantastic. And biking is really fun. But and gardening, and what's nice about gardening is that you can also coming back to gardening, you can take care of different types of plants, whether it's flowers, or if you have the opportunity, you can also grow your own herbs or grow your own food if you want to try that. but it's a way of being active. You're even in gardening, you're moving stuff around, you're planting things, you're moving, you're doing something that's physically active. And to whatever level you're able to do, moving is a way of staying healthy. Let's see. Any other thoughts or ideas around like fun, healthy activities around summer, around springtime? I'm getting ahead of myself about summer already.
This is Christine, and I was with some self-advocates yesterday, and they were talking about visiting some amusement parks, hoping to visit some amusement parks this summer, given social distancing, though.
Yeah, and it's a great opportunity as things get better again, and people are getting taking advantage of the vaccine and being careful when staying distant and staying safe and wearing masks, is that different amusement parks may open up, and that's a great chance to go out. That's a great way of combining a lot of these things we were talking about. It's a chance to enjoy some good food, even some junk food at moderation. But when you're walking at the amusement park, you're doing a lot of walking, which is a good physical, healthy activity. And along with that is just drinking, whether that's water or different juices or things that you can bring or buy at the amusement park, is a way of staying hydrated and staying healthy and all of that, while enjoying some fantastic rides. So that's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Hey, Dave.
I'm sorry?
I'm going to the beach. I'm going to the beach on Thursday to walk around.
Yeah, that's great. Yes, and people have mentioned before going to the beach. If you're by the lakefront, or if you have beaches that's near you, that's a great place to go too. You can walk on the beach, you can walk in the water. That's a really great place that it's important to mention too. So thank you for that. So yeah, these are just really all the things that you've all shared are really great ideas and places as good reminders for us, and an encouragement for all of us to go out and try to the best that we can. And whether that's, again, starting in a little bit here and there in moderation, and building up to something really, really consistent. The bottom line is just having fun. Healthy and being healthy and staying well doesn't necessarily have to be a chore. It can be a lot of fun. And with all the great tasty recipes and snack ideas that people have mentioned, those are really tasty and enjoyable type of activities and snacks and things. So it could be all good. Okay. So kind of moving on to the last couple of things. Says, I want to, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to be having these chats on a monthly basis on different things related to healthy living and wellness. So I wanted to tap into all your brilliant creative minds to help come up with ideas and themes. So when you think about healthy living and fitness and staying well, what do you want to learn about? What do you want to, what topics and are you interested in talking about around healthy living?
Right. We have something in the chat box. Are there things that people can do at home to stay healthy without having to go out, perhaps to a class or a larger space? So maybe that could include videos or online activities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great. And actually, yeah, we can talk about like exercises and simple exercises and things like that, activities that people can do at home in the comfort of your own house. That are kind of like around wellness and healthiness. Okay. Any other questions or topics?
But what I'm trying to cut down my food. I cut down what I eat.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Judy. So eating less. Sometimes it's about eating less and moving more. So thank you for sharing that. And we had another comment in the chat box, some specific healthy yet easy recipes.
Healthy, easy recipes. Okay. And would you all be interested in, not as maybe as part of the Alliance's monthly newsletter, to add on a little article or story with a recipe or two? Would that be helpful? Would that be something that that way if folks are already getting the Alliance newsletter, and if you're not, I would encourage you to subscribe to the Alliance newsletter. It's a lot of info. We could look into adding that in as part of it. Ooh, is that a question? Ooh.
I'm not sure if that was a question or not, but this is Christine, and I think featuring a healthy recipe or perhaps a healthy drink, a healthy activity every month just could be great. We could put that in the newsletter. We could put it on our Facebook page. We can keep it out in front of everybody.
Cool.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you for that.
That'd be a good idea.
All righty.
How about you, Cam?
Any other suggestions about our healthy living activities?
Hey, Jen, I got one.
Mm-hmm.
I watch healthy videos, how to cook healthy foods.
Ooh, okay.
About
we can also maybe we can also share on the Facebook or in the newsletter links to some YouTube videos that feature healthy recipes or healthy snacks or healthy activities, so that it's a mix of videos as well as articles and stuff like that and links. Good idea. Ready? Alrighty, all. Well, thank you for those suggestions. We will keep that in, and I'll keep those in mind. And if you have other ideas or suggestions on topics around healthy living, please feel free to send them to me. You can read. You know, what's funny is like I forgot to put my email on these slides, but if we can send a note. Kirsten, for the folks who all registered, could we send a little follow-up email with my email contact for folks to contact me if they need to afterwards?
Absolutely. And I just want to make sure that we put a plug in for this Friday, April 16th at 11 a.m. We have our monthly relationships on tap. So if you want to come and talk about relationships, learn about relationships, this is the time for us to gather. That would be, again, Friday, April 16th at 11 a.m. Be watching our Facebook page or our Alliance newsletter or our Alliance email listing for that login information.
Oh, fun time. Those would be a really good conversation, I'm sure. Cool. Alrighty, thank you all. So again, yeah, please feel free you'll get my email. Feel free to send me suggestions, questions, ideas for future healthy living chit chats. As we wind down, just a couple of short, simple, healthy living reminders is the importance of drinking water and staying hydrated. You know, whether you drink water throughout the day in a glass, in a cup, you get a water bottle that you fill up throughout the day. Something that I try to remind myself and is just drink water in amongst all the coffee and juice and sodas. We try to prioritize more water and ice water. And another really way, something that I think a lot of folks, including myself, sometimes forget is a way to stay healthy is to get rest, to get a good night's sleep, or if need be, taking a nap during the day, and just finding time to just relax and rest your mind as well as your body. So, just as again, quick reminders, drink water throughout the day and stay hydrated, and give yourselves permission to rest up and take the rest that you need so that you can stay healthy, your body stays healthy, and the rest will help you stay your mental health and your mind healthy too. All right. And last bit of just a reminder is our next chit chat will be on next Friday, scheduled tentatively now for May 11th, and we'll focus on movement. So we'll talk about how to move your body to stay healthy. And stay tuned for some more details as things get confirmed. Any questions?
You did very good.
Thank you. Well, we all did. You all helped with this. Everybody had contributed with your wonderful ideas and input. So this is more of a community discussion and just learning from each other versus like a typical webinar type of thing. So thank you. But thank you all for your wonderful contributions.
Really good.
Great. All right. If with that, is there no other questions or thoughts? Again, I just want to thank you all. Curtis, thank you for your time and your contributions and co-presenting with me. And I will take some of the wonderful suggestions on healthy snacks and drinks, and I will probably in the next week or so try some of these new ideas. So thank you for teaching me some new ways of enjoying some healthy snacks and drinks. And hopefully I would encourage you all to try some of these new recipes or new snacks if they're new to you. And please come remember to
I'll try the one that with the peas with the soup.
Cool. And yeah, if those are interested, remember, as Christine mentioned, this Friday, the 16th, is our Relationships on Tap conversation. And